Hello guys, welcome back. In the last lecture, we allowed users to update the description and saved the updated value into the database. And we did this correctly at implementation level, but there is some problem. Let me show you what the problem was. Okay, so you can see that right now I'm on the root page of my application. Okay, and you can also come to the root page, but make sure your Rails server is running. Now click on view profile link for any user. Okay, for example, here you can see that I'm clicking on the view profile link of this user. Okay, and you can see the details page of it, and you can click on the pencil icon and you can see the form to edit the text as well. So here when you click on the pencil icon, you can see that there is a form to edit this description. Okay, and here you can try to update its description as well. For example, let's paste it again, and when you click on save changes, you will see that the updated description value is replaced on the browser page. And you can do this for any other user as well, like just come to the root page again and try to do the same thing for another user. Okay, so here you can see that if I replicate these details or I remove these details and I add, like, this is testing, and if I click on the save changes, you can see that I can again update the description of any user. Okay, but this is not good. Why? Because right now anybody can change any one's details. Okay, and we need to restrict this feature. Okay, however, I did this intentionally because I want to show this fix in this lecture. So now to fix this, what we need to do is that we will show the edit link for editing the description to currently signed in user only. Okay, and this user can see the edit link for editing his own details but not for others. Okay, so come to the show.html.trb template from app views members. So switch to the project directory and open the show.html.trb from members. Okay, and here you can see the pencil icon link or link for editing the member description. So here we need to make some change. Okay, so what we will do here, we will invoke the device helper to make sure that the user is signed in or not. If the user is signed in, then only we will allow them to change their description or open the form for editing the description. But we will also make sure that the user that we are trying to update description is the same as the current user. Okay, so let's do that here. So before this call lg6 block, what we need to do, we need to add a if block here, and into this if block what we will do, if user signed in. Okay, if user signed in, so what this helper will method will do, it will ensure that whether user is signed in or not. Okay, if user is signed in, then we need to use our current user. Okay, so and at the rate user equal to current user. Okay, now if this criteria meets, then only user can see the details of currently details of sorry, the link to update the details of any user. Okay, now let's end this block. Okay, and save this, and now come to the browser and refresh the edit page, and here you can see that the link for opening the edit description form in bootstrap model is now not visible on the browser. And you can see this for other users as well. So let's click on this user, and here you can see that the link is still not there. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to verify that we can see the link if user is signed in and if it is the currently signed in user. Okay, so just try to sign in. Okay, and here I'm signing with a user. You can choose any user from your database. So signed in now, and now you can see that if I'm clicking on this user. Okay, so let's view profile it. You can see that I can again not see the pencil icon link or the link to edit its description. Okay, and if you come to the root page again and if you visit another user, then you will see that there is no link for edit description again. But now we are signed in, so when you click on my profile from the navigation bar, and my profile will take you to the detail page of currently signed in user. So when you click on my profile, now you can see the link for editing its description or the pencil icon here. Okay, and you can edit it as well. So just click on it, and let's try to remove something from here. So let's remove the second paragraph. Okay, and when you click on save changes, you will see that the updated values are here. So we fixed this change, like now anyone cannot change others description. Okay, they can only change their own description field or their own about field. Okay, but now we need to make few more changes after this change. However, this is working fine, but as a standard practice we need to make some more changes. Okay, because we will now use the before action filter for force authentication before making request for certain request, like edit description and update description. Okay, so open the members controller, so go to the Sublime again and open the members controller. Okay, and here in the top what we need to do, we need to use the before action callback. So we will use before action. Okay, and here we will add force authentication for users, so we can use device filter action, that is before action authenticate user. Okay, authenticate user. So what this filter action will do, that this will force user to sign in first before accessing any action in this controller, but we will not allow sorry, we will not force fully allow user to sign in for every action. For example, user can see details of other users without sign in, so we will not use this for show action. So we need to use a hash of actions here, like we can use, let's say, only person I, and here we can make the actions where we need the force authentication. So we can mention here edit description and update description. Okay, save the file now, and now we can also remove the user find queries from here, because now we will directly access the current user. Okay, so you can remove the at the rate user equal to user dot find from here, remove this one as well. And what we can do here, just remove this at the rate user with current user. Okay, and here now let's see this change by word rep. Okay, so here you can see what we did, we removed the user dot find params id query from both edit description and update description. Okay, and it will work because now both these actions, edit description and update description, requires user to sign in first, and if user is signed in already, then we can simply use current user object. Okay, so we do not need to find it from database. Okay, so now we need to make changes in the routes as well. So open the routes.rb. Okay, because right now we can access the current user directly if user is signed in. So we can remove this ID from here. Okay, so remove the ID from here and update this path at every place where you provided the user object. Okay, so first we provided in the show.html.hrb. So what we can do here, we can remove the user object from here. Okay, because now we are accessing current member a current user from in this section, so we can remove at the rate user object from here. Okay, and we can do the same thing into the description model as well. Okay, so just to remove at the rate user from here. Okay, and here we need to change this at the rate user to current user dot about. Current user dot about. Okay, now save this and come to the browser again. So here you can see that I can still see the edit form, and if I make any changes here, for example, let's copy this, paste it here, and here you can see if I click on save changes. Okay, so there is some errors. Okay, so I need to change something into the form as well. I need to replace this at the rate user with current user. Okay, save this now and submit your form again. So go to the page. Okay, and now come to the my profile page and click on it and copy this, paste it here, and click on the save changes. And when you click on the save changes, you will see that our action is still working. Okay, and now you can see this into the logs. Okay, so now we are running the same query to find the current user. Okay, like just like user equal to user dot find params id, but now we do not need to provide id into the request params. We can simply use current user from the database. So now we fixed the problem. I mean, right now only a signed in user can change the description, and only for his description, not any other's description. Okay, and now it's your chance to do a similar task. Okay, let me show you the task. Let me explain you the task. Here you can see that we allowed a currently signed in user to show the form for editing its description into the bootstrap model. Okay, so what you can do as a similar task, you can add a pencil icon into this card. Okay, and when you click on the pencil icon, it should open a form in the bootstrap model to update the user's personal details, like user can change their first name, last name, and profile titles, city, state, country. Okay, so try to do this and try to follow last couple of lectures to achieve that. Okay, and if you succeed, that will be great, else we will meet into the next lecture to implement this task. Okay, meanwhile try this lecture at your end and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care and stay safe.